Hey guys, so welcome to another WoW Weekly with Myst. And for this week's events, we have Vault of Incarnates will have Wing 2 open for LFR. So those of you that prefer to go into a queued version of the raid, you'll have access to some new bosses this week. Time Walking is back. It's going to be the WoD version. Most notable rewards for this one would be 3 mounts. The first one being Beast Lord's Iron Tusk. You can buy for 5,000 Time Warp badges. The other one is the Beast Lord's a Warwolf, and that one's available for another 5,000 badges. And then the tougher one of them is Infinite Time Reaver. Good luck on that farm. Did that one for quite a while myself. And that one's going to be your RNG. You have a chance on every boss. And you always have a chance for Infinite Time Reaver, no matter what time walking is there. But I just thought I'd add it. And aside from that, there's some transmog pieces for, I'd say 25 to 100 currency each. You can always check to see if you have all that. Heirloom tokens. There's so many different ways you can get those, so yeah, I guess that one's up to you. And then of course there's some rep items as well, 50 currency a pop for that. And speaking of that, there is also Dark Moon Fair that is going on, hence why you see me there right now. And definitely worth it for, well, if you're going after that rep, apply a buff before you decide to use it. And also, I think the most important part is Dragonflight Professions right now. It's a good way to do that. In Dark Moon, you get 2 points for your profession and then 3 knowledge points. So it used to be 5. Because we do knowledge points now for professions, for at least this expansion anyway, they decide to, make it less for your full profession points and give you some knowledge, which, honestly, I welcome. Yeah, there becomes a point where knowledge starts to slow down a bit. And yeah, so I'm all for that. And then the final event going on this week is the PvP Brawl, Deep Wind Dunk. And that's the weekly events going on this week. Not too much for news, but I do have a few little things for you. So the first thing I thought we'd talk about is Sparks of Ingenuity. This one I really kind of ignored for quite a while, and I guess it's a good thing because, can craft higher level, higher item level now, so. They've been kind of unlocking along the way, and this past week unlocked the 3rd one. And basically, the first one got you a 392 crafted piece. The second one got you a 405, and now this 3rd gets you a 418. There is a short quest involved, so you do have to do that in order to unlock your 3rd spark. So it does say after receiving your first spark from completing the leveling campaign, you will receive another spark every other week while Season 1 is active. So this realistically isn't our last spark we'll see. It'll be a bit before we see another, but it does sound like it's every other week. I think we're at the point where you can spend them without worrying that you're wasting it. Okay, so we got more mounts that were discovered for the trading post. So we have the Green Scorpion mount. I love this mount. One of my favorite mounts for the longest time has been, it's a panda mount. You might remember it. It was from the Claxy rep. So I welcome a new color. Usually I'm I'm not too into like all these different skins. I personally have always believed that we should just be able to paint our mounts whatever color we want. But it's been a while. It's been since Panda, so I welcome it. And for anyone curious, that mount that I'm referring to is called the Reigns of the Amber Scorpion. You can buy it right now. You know, it's an old mount. And it's 10,000 gold. Next up, we have the Red Goat mount, very similar to the Black Riding Goat. And it looks all right. Yeah, it's a goat. Next, we have the Black and White Cleft Hoof mount. And this one's not too bad. I like it. Next is the Black Blood Tick mount. Looks very much like the Tamed Blood Feaster. It's okay. I've never been too much of a fan of yellow. So yeah, the black and red I guess goes well, but I don't know. I'm not really into this mount, honestly. I wasn't into the Tamed Blood Feaster either. Next we have the Yellow Flying Akir mount. Definitely a reskin of the Shadow Barb drone. Which is an easy mount to get, and I do believe I put a video on the channel a while back in BFA on how to get it. I'll, if it turns out that I did do that video that I'm thinking I did, I'll link it at the end. Once again, back to me not really liking yellow. Yeah, nah, I don't really care. And the final one in this week's list is the Olive Vulture mount. Definitely a reskin of the Waste Marauder, which I'm still farming. The Waste Marauder is out in Aldham during one of the BFA invasions, and I'm surprised I don't have it because it's like a 3% drop rate, but still don't have it. It's funny how mounts work because like you can loot the 1%, but then when it comes to like some of the 3 to 5%, it's like forever before you loot them. It's just so weird. There's also been some more recolored weapons. So from the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, we have Armageddon from Nax. From Cataclysm, we have the Cataclysmic Gladiator Longbow. I like this one. Yeah. The Cataclysmic Gladiator's Endgame. Fucking love it. Yeah. I absolutely love this one. Yeah. So good. Ledger of Revolting Rituals. This one is from Dragon Soul. Comes off of Altraxian. And then the final one for Cataclysm here is Maw of the Dragon Lord. This is also from Dragon Soul, drops off Deathwing. And I like this one. Yeah, looks good. There's one recolored weapon for Mr. Pandaria. That's the Show Me's Fan. And honestly, I kind of like this. Okay, so next up, some recolors for the WoD expansion. So we have the Black Iron Sniper Rifle from the Iron Docks. This drops off of Dugru. And I like it. Yeah, I like the recolor on this one. Vile Branch of Festerbloom. This is from Spires of Iraq. Fallen Warlord Mindcarver. This is from Hellfire Citadel. Drops off of Kilrog. And I love this one. Yeah, this one is very cool. Maul of Tyranny. And this is from Hellfire Citadel. And gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love this one. Yeah. If you've ever seen like me during my mount farming, which is usually the Wednesday streams, you'll always see my Death Knight on Alliance side has a hammer very similar to this. It's basically the color's dead on. It's like a pinkish purple hammer, but there's no you know, there's no horns coming from it, and, you know, I don't think there's gold on it. So I'm all for, you know, a recreation of that hammer. Yeah. So that's very nice. And then the last one is Addictive Argus. That comes from Archimond. And I like it. Yeah, the purple looks really good. Original one was a red one. And then the last one here is from Shadowlands. Kind of impressed, sorta, that it's a semi-newish expansion getting a recolor. But that would be the Ruined Crest of Lordaeron, and that's from Lords of Dread. The one we got in Shadowlands was basically yellow. It's like goldish yellow. So that covers the retail news. Although, you know, pretty much all that was like upcoming patch. Yeah. But I thought I would add a little bit of news for Classic, just one quick little piece here, and that is to remind Classic players that Wrath of the Lich King Classic Arena Season 5 is ending on January 9th. And it will end at 10 p.m. Pacific. During maintenance on January 10th, they are gonna have all the arena points be converted to honor. And as far as my goals and accomplishments went this week, well, it was New Year's week, so I didn't really have a whole lot planned for in-game. But I did get Lizzie, so I will have that video coming up shortly on the channel. And that's pretty much all I did. Yeah, I did my mount runs. Again, another week of nothing. I didn't know how everyone is eluding these world boss mounts except for me. And I have a shit ton of alts, so it's not a lack of alts. Plus, it's never really a lack of alts because at the end of the day, it's still RNG, you know. I got more mounts when I farmed only on my druid than the time frame I've had all the alts farming. So yeah, it's just RNG. Just luck. And apparently I don't have it. So hopefully this weekend stream we get something, cuz I'm due for a mount. You know, I know I said I just got Lizzie, but Lizzie, literally you can't fuck that mount up. Like, there's no RNG with Lizzie. You just do some quests, boom, done. 100% drop rate. I haven't gotten a world boss mount since the first week that they decided to up it, which was the week you could play a Drakthar. In other words, before Dragonflight launched. And that's basically it. So I hope you guys had a happy New Year's. I wish the best for you guys for 2023. You know, be the best person you can be. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.